So we shall start. As you already know, my name is Mayorova. I'm director of the Blind Support Resource Center in Moscow, and this is my colleague, Alina Khokhlova. She's also a professor at Moscow State University and a psychologist in our resource center. Our theme is very important, and I would like to start from the beginning. That the Blind Support Foundation Con-nection was established in April 2014, and until then there was no systematic support for the deafblind people in Russia. Despite the rich historical experience and achievements in the second half of 20th century. First of all, from what we decided to start is to find out what's the real needs of the people with the blindness in Russia. And we started one of our biggest projects is Russian census of deafblind people in Russia. And while we interviewing them during the census, we find out that the most common issue for our people is the lack of communication and the lack of information. That's why we decided to start to organize the project to get in touch. This project is about the main idea of this project is to create the online society for people with the blindness and for their family to share the experience, the place there they could communicate, talk to each other, and receive the latest news and latest news from the foundation, from the government, etc., and get support if they need it. But we faced with one bigger problem. That not all the people, the blind people and their families do have enough technical support, and they don't have enough. Some of them didn't even have a computer or smartphone to communicate, to get to the internet, and we make a list of the people who need it, and we start a campaign to give them the gadgets for communication and start educational courses to learn them how to use it properly, how to be safe in the internet, and how to create a good communication. So for now, we have like more than 500 people who were entered our courses, and after graduation from the courses, they get their own computer, and they could join all the networks were already created. But as you all know, I think some of the people with the blindness need much more bigger help. They need braille displays, and it is very, very expensive issue, very expensive piece of technique, and even that we have a lot of support from the different companies in Russia. We didn't have enough resources to provide all the braille displays and other technical features that we needed. That's why we started to working with the government, and it's, I think, one of our biggest achievements from 2018. Government provides braille displays for the deafblind people in Russia who needed them. So from that time, from now on, all our people with deafblindness could have technical and legal support online. So that's why then the first lockdown happened. We were pretty much prepared. So what we did during the COVID-19 lockdown, we start with the personal mentoring. Our colleagues called using all the apps that we have. Sometimes it was a regular phone, sometimes it was Zoom, sometimes it was a WhatsApp app. So we tried to get our people at the most comfortable way. And we ask how they are feeling, if they need any help, and if they did, we tried to help. And it was really like very personal, one-to-one work. What else? We provide informational support. We translate all the official reports to the sign language and to the text, and it was very helpful because in Russia, unfortunately, we do not have an official channel with the sign language translation, so it was pretty needed. And for our groups, we hold up to more than 50 webinars for specialists and for the families to support them during this very rough times. Our colleagues from art departments create an interactive lessons to do some piece of art at home. It was in video format, in text format, with pictures, and as our parents told us, it was pretty helpful for them to, to get the children busy. And of course, we were thinking about mental health and happiness, so we provide a psychological support both for the deafblind adults and for the families who needed that. And our main work was to provide classes for children and young adults, and it was the most challenging thing. I think my colleague Alina will be more specific about that. So, Alina?
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Yes, I will try to share our experience about classes, but I will not tell all the story. I just tell about maybe most challenging part, most difficult part. And when we started to think how to continue our individual and group classes with our children, okay, it was more or less clear how to do it with teenagers and with young adults, We could use Zoom or WhatsApp, use sign language or braille displays for them, sometimes with support of parents and family members. Sometimes they could work even independently with my colleague who is psychologist and teacher. And for younger children with severe multiple disabilities, including visual and hearing impairments, first we started with placing some teaching materials and games, material, but we didn't have any feedback from parents and families if they try to do this, if it's possible, if children like, if it's clear for parents. And after some while of thinking, we decided to try to do some classes online with help of families, with help of parents. And honestly, neither us nor parents believed that it can be successful, but we decided to try, and we just wanted to be in touch, just support each other, see what is happening with children at home during this time, meet and smile to their mothers, fathers, their family members, to stay in touch first. But when we tried to prepare some classes, we thought, okay, what should we usually do with a child with severe multiple disabilities, including visual and hearing disorders? And okay, the most, and it is of course not new for you, a very slow and delayed reactions to many types of stimuli. Very specific communicative actions, and they are also individual for each child. The special pace of activities, special reactions for different textures, colors, materials, sounds, characteristic of sound, and so on. We try to imagine how we could do this online with help of their parents, because in face-to-face format, it is just interaction, even don't analyze what we do, yes, and it is always in very close touch and with in close contact with children. And in the situation of online classes, the parents become guides for the child. But in spite that parents wanted to try and wanted to do this with us, they were very active, and they really wanted. But it was a little bit scary for us to give so much responsibility to the parents. We were afraid that it would be retiring for them, and they will feel nervous and not enough free to do and to communicate with children like they want. So what we tried to do, we tried to imagine some conditions which could be helpful for doing these classes positive and easy for parents, and of course interesting for the child. And like a short description of experiment, we were working with 6 children in at the age from 2 to 5 years old, and they had complex hearing, visual, and motor disabilities. And these children participated in our sessions. We managed even group sessions, group classes with them in Zoom. Of course, the children didn't contact each other, but parents could, and they did all the same and all together. So it was more fun for parents, I think, than for children. And we managed 68 individual classes. The duration was, I think, 3 months, yes, April, May, June, yes, from April to June. And all group sessions we made in Zoom, and individual sessions according to parents' preferences. In Zoom, Skype, WhatsApp, what they like. And many parents, they use not computer but phones. Yes, with WhatsApp by phone, and so in front of child, yes, not very good quality of, but it's possible. It was possible, and we tried to describe some important conditions to make these classes more or less successful and positive. First, the class is held by parents, usually there were mothers, in the presence of the teacher and under the guidance of the teacher. We sent them the lesson plan in advance. We asked them to prepare materials which are very easy to find in each home, and it was children's toys, many household items, and so on. And the durations of the lesson depends on parents' possibilities and of their child's state. All preparations for the class should take 5 minutes, not longer. Yes, to find some toys and to start to do something, to start to play. The teacher should give all instructions and guide the process very precisely. Describe all small movements of the parents, all actions in the most detailed way. Comment all reactions of the child and answering parents' questions. So you should be very involved and follow all and comment. What I have already said, that the channels of connection should be comfortable for parents, so they choose. We we ask parents always to give feedback, how the child feels, how they feel, what they find interesting, what they would like to repeat, what they don't want like to repeat, and so on. After 2 months of these online sessions, we gave a questionnaire for parents to receive their feedback and to know their general about their general impressions of the process. They reported that children were they thought the children were interested in the lessons. They had positive mood. They were more or less attentive and active. And after classes, all children became a little tired. So it was possible to see that they were working. Some parents note that children started to interact more actively with objects, and they tried to they demonstrated brighter reactions to different types of objects. Regarding their own feelings, parents reported that they felt good during classes. They note support of specialists, and they said, okay, now we understand what you were doing with the child when we were working face to face. Now I can understand why do you move so slowly, why do you speak so slowly, why do you wait so long, why do you take the hands like this and so on, and they gave positive feedback. And you know, some of mothers, they said that even when we start face-to-face classes, we would like maybe sometimes have online classes in addition to face-to-face work. I think that we could maybe show one small video of the class, and after we can make some conclusions.
Just one sec.
Привет, Лев. Здравствуй.
Could you say us if you see?
We cannot see your screen. We can, yeah. Now we can see the screen. Yes.
And if you can hear when we start.
We can also hear the video. Yes.
Yes. I will comment a little during the process. It is a boy who is 4 years old, who has severe cerebral palsy and brain-related visual and hearing impairments. And this is a class with his mother, which was held when they were in their country house without any toys for the child. And we used balls made from socks and paper, and we used small orange like a ball and some like a belt of dress to play with him. And the tasks for the child were to look, to find, to focus on objects, and to give some reactions. And he could find, yes, and when he just now you can see, when he could see something, to focus on something, he made this long, very specific blinking. Yes, and after that he moved his hand. It was a signal that he would like to do something with the object. And how the mother, yes, looks at his reactions. And
Видишь ее? Видишь ее? Да. Руку поднимаю. Взять. Да, и хочешь взять. Давайте, помните, как вы ее такой петелечкой делали и под ручку?
In the video, I'm just commenting what the child is doing. Okay, this is a rope. You can see it. You blink. It means you can see it, and you move your hand. You want to take this. And I remind the mother how they did, how they played with the rope, because the mother was trying to I don't know the word. To pull the rope up, and the child try to take it back. Yes. We can, and we will not look all. It is too long. We will try to see the ball.
Вот, ручки ближе, молодец.
He tries to throw the ball away.
Сейчас упадет. Ну, почти. Да. Да, давай. Давайте ему еще разок на кулачки положим, потому что ему так трудно его.
Okay, he can't do this now. Let's help him again. Put the ball back.
Засунуть, и он сейчас толкнет. Давай, выбрасывай. Вот это да, вот это да.
And the last, okay, we will not show you all balls. We will show hairbrush.
Тяжелый, Лев, его надо держать крепко. Ну, давай тебе мама покажет сначала, что с ней надо делать.
And after we decided to learn how to use hairbrush.
Да. Да. Вот, готов. Давай.
Yes, he is moving his hand so we can see it. And after we try to give...
Готов поднимать? Нет, выбрасывай. Мама тебя ею расчесывает, да. Куда ты? Что мы делаем, Левушка? Что мы делаем, расчет? Что мы расческой делаем? Куда мы идем? Да. Расческой причесываемся. Трудно, да, сейчас трудно маме с телефоном, твоей ручкой помочь. Мы ложечку тебе тогда дадим. Наверное, с расческой сложно, да?
Нет, сейчас я возьму в другую руку и можем попробовать.
Давайте, может быть, получится, потому что она довольно длинная, может быть, хотя бы вот коснуться немножко головушки.
Держи расческу в руке, я тебе буду помогать.
И вы прям вот под ручкой, да, помогайте ему, как Лёва у нас научится причесываться сам, пудрить волосы свои.
Чуть-чуть повыше.
Прям дотроньтесь, да, чтобы вот, так сказать, символично.
Вот, так красиво.
Вот как получится.
Все, да? Все, импульс пошел назад.
Да.
Yes, this is just small example how it could look like. It's very simple and it is in, how to say, home environment, and we use what we can use for the child. Why, how to say, what is really important that we comment all what is happening, and we also communicate with the child and with parent at the same time. So as a conclusion, I would say about good possibilities of online lessons and what we really can realize during them. First, is we support the contact with the child and family. We involve parents in the learning process. We have an opportunity to observe the child in the home environment. We sometimes can connect everyday to everyday life activities. We can support parents and we diversify the daily life of the child. We prevent sensory deprivation and we try to take into account cognitive and communicative needs of the child. Just make his life more interesting when everybody is closed at home, yes? But what we noticed as restrictions of this online format. First, it's difficult or impossible to contact the child directly. And the child is staying in contact only with family members. Some children can react to sound, to voice of teacher, but not always. I would say it's rarely when the child reacts. The regulation of tactile interaction between parent and child is very difficult. I don't know exactly how they feel children's hands, a child's body, and how the child feels what is happening. I can't show how I show in face-to-face class, during face-to-face class, the specific of tactile interaction. Big responsibility is placed on parent shoulders. So it's organizational responsibility, technical responsibility, and of course, emotional stress. They try to, they feel more or less good, but of course they should be very intense. Okay. Yes, maybe yes, a little bit stressed. And of course, the number of materials and toys and things is very limited. Technical problems are possible. And in this format, it's difficult to develop new skills of the child, but it's possible to support skills which were developed before. So it is from our experience, it's our conclusions about that. If you have any questions, I think we can ask in chat or like this. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you.